95. Blaming you for everything. Understanding blaming you for everything. Blaming you for everything involves a partner consistently shifting responsibility for problems, mistakes, or conflicts onto you. This behavior can create a toxic environment and undermine trust and respect in the relationship. The Bible encourages taking responsibility for our actions and seeking reconciliation. Galatians 6 verse 5 says, "For each one should carry their own load." Biblical perspective on responsibility. The Bible emphasizes the importance of taking personal responsibility and not blaming others for our shortcomings. Matthew 7 verses 3 to 5 advises, "Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? How can you say to your brother, 'Let me take the speck out of your eye,' when all the time there is a plank in your own eye? You hypocrite, first take the plank out of your own eye, and then you will see clearly to remove the speck from your brother's eye." Identifying blaming behavior. Signs of blaming behavior in a relationship include consistent blame, regularly being blamed for problems and conflicts. Avoidance of responsibility, partner avoiding taking responsibility for their actions. Defensiveness, partner becoming defensive when confronted about their behavior. Guilt tripping, using guilt to manipulate and control you. Unfair criticism, unfairly criticizing and blaming you for things beyond your control. Consequences of blaming behavior. Blaming behavior can have several negative impacts on a relationship. Resentment, building resentment and frustration due to constant blame. Emotional strain, increased emotional stress and tension. Trust issues, erosion of trust and respect due to lack of accountability. Communication barriers, difficulty maintaining open and honest communication. Decreased relationship satisfaction, overall decrease in relationship satisfaction and harmony. Addressing blaming behavior. If you notice blaming behavior in your relationship, consider these steps. Communicate clearly, discuss the impact of blaming behavior on the relationship. Proverbs 12 verse 18 says, "The words of the reckless pierce like swords, but the tongue of the wise brings healing." Encourage responsibility. Encourage your partner to take responsibility for their actions and mistakes. Set boundaries. Establish boundaries to prevent unfair blaming and criticism. Seek help. Consider seeking help from a counselor to address and resolve blaming behavior. Pray for accountability. Pray together for God's guidance in fostering accountability and responsibility. James 5 verse 16 says, "Therefore confess your sins to each other and pray for each other so that you may be healed." The prayer of a righteous person is powerful and effective. Reflection questions. 1. How does blaming behavior affect your relationship and mutual trust? 2. Have you discussed the impact of this behavior on your future together? 3. What steps can you take to encourage responsibility and accountability? 4. How can you support each other in practicing fair and honest communication? Conclusion. Blaming behavior is a significant red flag that can impact relationship health and trust. Addressing this issue is crucial for fostering a responsible and supportive partnership. As Christians, we are called to take personal responsibility and seek reconciliation. Galatians 6 verses 4 to 5 reminds us, each one should test their own actions. Then they can take pride in themselves alone, without comparing themselves to someone else, for each one should carry their own load. Strive to support each other in fostering accountability and resolving conflicts fairly, seeking God's guidance and strength.